90th birthday. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Derek, and I'm the oldest son of Jack Lee.
Now that he's 90, that means you're even older.
Stop the heckling. Well enough. Today is a really special day, as we are, as I said, here to honor and celebrate the life of my dad on his 90th birthday. I have been instructed, I have to tell you, on two things: to keep it short and not to tell any jokes. Okay, because cricket, the sound of cricket is not very appealing. Only some people get that. More importantly, on behalf of my dad and Shirley, we welcome everyone here today. Dad, although you do not know much about Facebook, Facebook knows about you. Here are some of the messages sent to you on Facebook. 90 years is great for you, Papa. Good. Treasure every moment, Lynn Pascal. Happy birthday, it looks like you're having fun. Carol Wilson. Happy birthday, Uncle Jack. Stella Smith. Happy birthday to Jack. Have a great day and enjoy the family. Jennifer Lee. Awesome, awesome. Susan Caruso. Have a wonderful birthday, Uncle Jack. Glenda. Happy birthday, Uncle Jack, from Brian, Lyndon, and the kids. And happy birthday. Have a great day from Auntie Belle and the kids. And also, Dad, you've got 50 likes on my wall. I'll explain it to you later. But hit the mark. Hit the mark. And now, to get on to the speeches, I would like to call on my brother with another mother, Lawrence, as I said. I'm not supposed to joke, sorry. Would you like to say a few words?
Brother from another mother. Yeah, I would. Very much would. First of all, Pops, a message from Maureen, which you'll see is also on a piece of paper, although it's generated on the internet. Just wanted to wish you a very happy 90th. We're so disappointed we cannot share in this auspicious occasion with you. You are a very well-loved man, and I think we all agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes,
always have been and always will be. We are there with you in spirit, with much love and kisses. Happy, happy birthday, and carry on being as fabulous as you always are. Jeez, that's a third bottle glass of blood. From Val, Jeff, Moore, Greg, Tanith, Gwyneth, Daryl, Sebastian, Leon, and everybody else.
Thanks.
Pops, I just want to say to you that having you in our life, sorry,
That's insane.
I didn't make that. Having you in our life has been a tremendous, tremendous thing for both Cheryl and myself, and certainly I know for Mom. You have been a pillar of what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't even say strength. No, it's listen, you all just shut up because I'm not coming up with a word.
Wisdom.
Consistency in this family of ours. I think from certainly speaking from how I see my mum's life now, you have given her a reason to live. You have given her a reason to be in love. And a reason to cook, yes. But more seriously, Pops, you have been an incredible influence in my life, certainly in Cher's life, and I know in Mom's life. And I know that when I sit and look at your extended family, Derek, Hilton, Mike, you guys are, you have someone who you can look up to, and somebody who you can be very, very proud of as a father. Pops,
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
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 Thank you very much.
What a road.
Cheers.
Here's to the next 90 years.
Cheers.
What a road you've traveled.
Just by the way, Pops, you better be making our 90th birthday in May.
You mean a combined day?
I believe Cheryl, if you would like to say a few words.
Bring her a toilet roll. Bring that toilet roll.
I'm already choked up, Jack. It's such an honor to be here with you today, your family and your
Okay.
friends. You started it. It's such an honor to know you, Jack, and you made my mom's life so happy. Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Cheers. Cheers.
We're going to need this.
Oh my God, your lipstick is...
Mine's just been wrong.
That was I know that we have a message for Dad from Rodney, and I'd like Hilton to please stand up and give us a message.
Sure, I wish that Rodney's was as short, but here we go. This is from Rodney and Jenny in Cape Town. They said, we haven't seen you for the better parts of 20 years, but have been following some of your movements and shenanigans through members of the extended family. Living at the last boarding ports of the Antarctic and being the only Riley progeny down here isolates us from the family, and that at one time was a band of sisters and brothers-in-law with families to be reckoned with. With time being the thief of memories, some do stay with us longer than others. A long-lasting memory goes back to the late 50s and early 60s, when my dad was working either in Zululand, Swaziland, Rhodesia, or Mauritius. And you included Glenda and I in many, many of the day trips, even the weekend down to see the Vinnicogs at Port Elizabeth. The week up at the game park in '64 was one of the highlights of our teens. As I do this, I'm reminded of the times we had with John and Derek. What evokes evokes memories of Uncle Jack is pepra, bay rum, and bull cream. You always took, you always took great care of your hair, and so did your dad.
And great hair it is.
And great hair it is. And he took a good head of hair with him in their place in the sky. What else? Amongst other things are Indian weddings, impromptu piano playing, mumps in Crayford courts, T-Sav, our modeling assignments, and yellow margarine, the wars of the mid-70s. Large Christmas dinners is another, and tea is another. We often remember tea. I'm sure Shirley can remember that. I could go on and on, but you would nod off. Patience. The Riley girls' husbands mastered the art. Bears and Bob have their halos, having paved the way for you and the other guys one day in the future. Jen recalls your laid-back attitude at childcare too. You reading the newspaper in the lounge chair at Monsey Court, and Pauline upstairs getting changed again. And Hilton, the toddler, putting his head through the burglar bars on the balcony, and we would hear you say, Pauline, your child is putting his head through the bars in the balcony.
Now.
That is so good.
It is wonderful that you have reached 90 years. Congratulations. We love you. Thanks for the memories. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Cheers.
That's a smile.
Now I'd like to call on our son, who we're very proud of, Michael, to talk about his gratitude.
I'm going to take the stage. When I was first told I'd be giving my dear old grandpa's 90th birthday speech, I was first honored, and then an overwhelming feeling of unsure problem solving swept over me. How am I going to sum up 32,871 days of living an extraordinary life in just one speech? My dad and uncle gave me this incredible opportunity to write what is supposed to be the single most memorable speech in my granddad's life up to this very date. How am I supposed to do that? Okay, I'm a lead and we're very dramatic. So I thought to myself, what would Jack Lee do? He would keep it cool. He would keep it cool. My grandpa always had a way with words. He taught me how to talk to girls. He would leave me pearls of wisdom, such as, when I was out gallivanting and I would see a lady I fancied, I should go up to her and say, "Listen, kid, let's get out of this joint." I will be honest, I've never used the word kid in talking to a woman, but I like to think you bless the Lee boys with a certain charm. Now, I'm not sure if my grandpa was naive or just playing it cool, but I recently heard a story about a young Hilton Lee who wanted to go party with his friends. Well, according to several sources, including my sister, Hilton was now a pro at sneaking out. One evening, when Hilton was getting home at a modest 5 o'clock in the morning, he was trying to get very comfortable while he was taking off his clothes to finally get some much-needed sleep. My grandpa and my grandmother stormed in. As they watched Hilton stumble around, my grandpa said, "Ah, shame, he's sleepwalking." Hilton then acted the part. My granddad has always kept his cool. I mean, picture this. My dad had just gotten his license. My dad was very nervous at the wheel. And my granddad, being trusting and responsible, had given my dad the responsibility of being the designated driver. My dad was driving from the party all the way home to the garage when a pole came out of nowhere and crashed in front of my granddad's car. My granddad turned to my dad and said, "Don't worry." He got out of the car and parked it himself. They never talked about it again. Maybe today is the best day to finally have that conversation. But through all these silly stories, the coolest gift he has given us is the confidence he has instilled in us to go further and lead our dreams, not follow them. Now, of course, there were bumps in the road, but my grandpa never wavered with his love and support. Now, not all of Jack Lee's life was glorious, as hard as it is to believe. There was a time where we didn't think today would be a reality. Fate took my grandpa down a dark path, but then, thanks to the shining lights that was Shirley and several others, we are here to celebrate an amazing 90 years of living. I would personally like to thank from the Lee boys, Derek and Hilton, and myself. Thank you, Shirley, for making my grandpa so happy, for making him fall in love again. You've done so much for him while we haven't physically been able to be there. You are always in our thoughts. Grandpa, as I look you in the eyes, I can't imagine the life you have led. The ups, the downs, the births, the deaths, the happiness and the sadness. But I do know that you leave an everlasting impact on everyone in this room, and so many more. As the late, great Frank Sinatra said, "I am a thing of beauty." Grandpa, I think he was talking about you. Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Lastly, but definitely not least, I'd like Michael. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you for Hilton to do the trust.
Okay. Will everybody please rise to give my dad a toast on his 90th birthday? You don't have to. If I could just get the iPhone to turn around. Okay. Dad, you have played so many roles in your life. Way more than Michael and I have ever in our whole entire acting career. You have been a son, you have been a husband, you have been a father, you have been an uncle. You have been a father-in-law, a brother-in-law, a grandfather, a husband again, a stepfather, a true friend, a soldier, a salesman, a business leader, a marketer, a guardian, and now Bella's grandpa. I have to talk about Melanie. You have played all these roles with distinction. You have enriched all our lives in such an enormous way, and we love you from the bottom of our hearts. Congratulations
And the
on
hearts
reaching
of our bottoms.
on the bottom of our hearts. Congratulations on reaching 90, Dad. Yes, it certainly has taken you a long time to get to 90. Thank you for helping us build all our most influential memories, and thank you for taking us along this ride of yours so far. Cheers, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pop. Cheers, Dad. Cheers, Dad, is the same. Cheers, Dad.
I sat back and I thought, what are they talking about?
Why don't you do Brian's message?
I beg your pardon, yeah? No, anyway, I just want to thank you all for coming. It's